Hey, pleasant good evening to you from the Premier Bank Rink, Maple Grove Community Center. High school girls hockey tonight, a matchup of state-ranked teams, including the number one ranked team in the state, Andover. The visitors tonight, the Huskies take on seventh-ranked Maple Grove here on the Youth Hockey Hub this evening. More on these teams after these words here on Youth Hockey Hub. Back in Maple Grove at the Maple Grove Community Center, number 1 ranked Andover, number 7 ranked Maple Grove ready to go. And the goal to our left for Maple Grove, it's Brooke Casibo. 9-3 on the season, 15 goals on 216 shots. Goals against average is 1.31, 93% save percentage, and 3 shutouts. On defense, Caitlin Lysing and Bridget Getch, The wings, Bella Shipley and Stella Rettram. The center is Tristana Tater. Now for the Huskies, and we're going to have lots of superlatives to talk about for them tonight because they've had a dominant season to this point. In goal is Courtney Stagman. 52 shots on goal this season. She's allowed 2 goals. Goals against average is 0.33, a 96% save percentage, and 4 shutouts. On defense, Madison Clough and Jocelyn Mumm. The wings, Peyton Hemp and Gabby Kraus. The center is sophomore Ella Berger, and all she's done is score 28 points this year as a sophomore, so Andover will be reloading next year. They have 7 D1 commits on this team. Maple Grove has 2. We're looking forward to a good game here tonight. Glad you're with us on the Youth Hockey Hub. Jeff Pappas, my name with the call. Maple Grove works left to right as we call the first period for you. And we are underway. Puck played to the near boards, and Shipley will shoot it on in for Maple Grove, and it goes back to the left corner. And Clough plays it around on the far side. Relay to the point, held in by Getch, and there's a shot. And Stagman steers that one off to the sideboards. Now, Shipley, check that. That's Caitlin Lysing in the corner. Shipley comes in to help out. Promising player, a freshman for this Maple Grove team. Here's a shot from the right point by Caitlin Lysing that doesn't get through. And it comes out to center. And now the Huskies come back. This is Peyton Hemp over the line, 36 points on the season. And that shot goes off the defense and wide. Hemp is headed to the University of Minnesota. Now it's going to be banked around on the wall to the far side, and Rettram has it run off her stick. Centering pass is intercepted by Tater, who plays it out to center. And now they'll go to the near boards. First minute gone here in this game. It's picked up there by Clough. Over the line. Clough works in, centers it, nobody home. It comes up the slot, though, and a follow-up shot is deflected wide off the stick of Josie Hemp. And Peyton Hemp, Josie Hemp, Jocelyn Mumm, and Kaylin Mumm on the ice for Andover tonight. We get an icing call. Andover has outscored its opponents this season 97-2. And in case you're wondering, it was Elk River Zimmerman both times. They scored once in each game between these teams. Face-off coming up to the left of Casibo, and from the face-off it's down to the corner. And runs up the far boards. Now a pass to center ice is picked up, and now here come the Huskies back. This is Stensley over the line. Got a step. Stensley fires, and a breakaway save. You don't see many of those against this Andover team. Now a centering pass comes up the slot, and it's picked up there. A centering pass that's on Stensley's skates. Rebound is pushed wide. A couple of good chances for Maple Grove on this shift. Here's Stensley taking a shot. Blocker pad saved by Stagman, and it goes behind the net. Now it's controlled. Sam Stelgis feeds it to the point. Tim will try to relay it back down, and it's going to be picked up there by Kaylin Mumm in the left corner. Was around behind the net, and they'll bank it off the glass and past the defender on that side. Annika Johnson, it'll go back into the Maple Grove zone. Andover gets a change, but some good chances there for Maple Grove as the puck is played into the Andover zone. Behind the net, they go after it, and Jocelyn Mumm feeds the far side. Behind the net, it's Sarah Kaiser losing possession. It runs up the slot. Here's a shot, stick saved by Stegman as it came up to the boards, and Ella Olson put one on goal. Maple Grove is the first 4 shots on goal in this game, and now the puck comes out of the corner. They drop it back to the left point, and a shot goes off the defense, and here's a race for it at center ice. It's picked up by the Crimson, and here comes Berger. A centering pass, and a goal! The second shot for Andover winds up in the net, and it's a rebound. And the goal for Andover scored by Madison Brown, and that's her 11th goal of the season. They're so quick in the counter. They're quick everywhere, and they have scored a goal 2:47 into this game. Andover has not allowed a goal at even strength all season. The goals that Elk River scored against them were both on power plays. In fact, Andover has scored more shorthanded goals this season than they have allowed in any phase of play. They've got 3 shorthanded goals. They've allowed 2 all year. Play in the zone, a shot, and Casibo saves on a follow-up shot by Madison Clough. Winds up in the side netting as the net comes off. On the other hand, Maple Grove, 44-15, certainly no slouches in that department. A record of 9-3. They have 2 losses to Blaine by the same score of 1-0. The problem for Blaine, or Maple Grove, if you can call it that, is that they haven't had the firepower that they've had in some seasons past, but they're still finding ways to score goals and win games. And in fact, here's tonight's fun stat for Maple Grove. In a game where the Crimson have scored this season, they haven't lost. Their 3 losses have all been by shutout. When they scored, they have won. Behind the net, the puck comes to the near side. 13.5 minutes to play in the opening period. Shots now 4-3. And Brown scores the goal for Andover. It's her 11th of the season. Played behind the Maple Grove net. And now Andover picks it up. It's Gabby Kraus, who's headed to UMD. Now Tater, who's going to Quinnipiac, by the way, plays it ahead. And now Shipley will shoot it into the Andover zone and chase after it into the left corner. And going after it around behind the net for Maple Grove. Now Hemp. Josie Hemp feeds it back behind the net. Here's a giveaway, and Stell just plays it down behind the goal. Retram centers, nobody home. And the puck comes up the slot, picked up on the far side, and carried out to center, where Isaac Gettle for Andover plays to the Maple Grove line, turned back to neutral. 12:44 left in the opening period, a 1-0 game for Andover. Now behind the net, it's picked up there by Jocelyn Mumm in the left corner, feeds up the wall, and it's going to run into the Maple Grove zone, and Casibo is kind of caught betwixt and between there, couldn't decide whether she wanted to come out and play it, and then let the puck go to the corner. The Huskies center, nothing doing. Now behind the net, played around on the far side boards, Maple Grove after it. That's Courtney Lysing playing it back to neutral ice, and Jocelyn Mumm has it for the Huskies. Angles to the left and then shoots it in. That'll ring the boards, and Casibo behind the net sets it up for Tim, who puts on the brakes, comes to the near side, and now the Crimson will try again, trailing 1-0, 5 minutes into this game. Puck runs out to center, and here's Tia Rice over the line. Rice tried to put on a move, did, and then a puck runs to the near side boards. After it, there's Kaylin Mumm clearing up the wall. Tim tries to throw it in front, bounces to the point area, and it's held in by Tim. Works in, takes a shot that was headed wide of the net, and Stagman makes the save. One of the things about these Andover Huskies that has been so impressive, they have allowed only 85 shots on goal all season. And you do the math, but 85 shots in 11 games is pretty darn good. Play behind the net. And now runs out to center ice. Played into the Maple Grove zone to the left. Tim will go after it in the corner, banks it around on the near side, looking there for Taylor Holm along the wall. Centering pass picked off by Rice, and here comes Maple Grove. They have 3-on-2 if they hurry. And Rice comes in over the line, defense scrambling to get back. It's a drop pass to the top of the circle, and a shot goes wide. And it's played back behind the net. Olsen couldn't get to it. And now up the near wall it comes, and the Huskies will bank to center. Gabby Kraus drops it back into the zone, and the Huskies will regroup. They get possession off a skate, and it's picked up there by Berger over the line, and it's offside on the right as Peyton Hemp is in too early. That works out, by the way, to an average of 7.7 shots against per game for Andover, and Maple Grove already has 5 in the first 6 minutes and change here of this game, so they're doing something that a lot of teams haven't been able to do, which is put pucks on the net. Stagman, for example, has 4 shutouts on this season, but has only faced 52 shots in 6 games. Great defense and an extremely talented team. Play is in the Andover zone to the left, and going after it there is Jocelyn Mumm behind the goal. Now comes out the right side and back to the left point, and they're unable to hold it in as Getch has to come back. Now at neutral ice, Shipley plays it in, and that's going to be picked up there along the boards by Tyra Turner for Andover. They lose it. Shipley at the line. Pass goes off a skate and into the zone, claimed there by Josie Hemp. And now Hemp plays it ahead, picked up there by Caitlin Lysing, banks it off the wall to center, and back in Jocelyn Mumm. Behind the goal to the far side, Getch after it, and it's going to be picked up there by Ashley Graybow, who plays it to the corner boards and up the wall. It's picked up now by Retram, And Retram can't get out. Now it's banked off the wall, played down with a glove. A centering pass, and falling before she could shoot was Gettle, and now it's steered wide of the Maple Grove net. 7 minutes gone in the opening period. 1-0 the score. Top-ranked Andover on top. Here's a cross crease pass, and it's going to run up the slot. Now Kaylin Mumm will play it down to the circle. Centering pass, shot, save, I think. Kind of gone off the defense as Gettle feeds it to the wall. Casibo had the angle on it in any event. Now it comes to the near corner. And behind the net it goes. Sarah Kaiser centers it, and it's going to go to the far boards, picked up there by Stella Retram. And Retram skated off at center ice. Maple Grove is changing, and Caitlin Lysing will pick it up, and from her own side of center will play it in, and they give her a break there as it goes back behind the net. Fed off to the right boards, picked up there by Grace Berg for Andover. Cleared around on the near side, up to the near wall. Here's Madison Brown, the goal scorer. Lifts a backhanded saucer pass to the right. Nicely done. Shot. Casibo makes the save on Kraus. And it comes to the near boards. Andover finishing up a change now. Played back in by Clough with a lot of folks offside. So they have to tag back up, and Maple Grove will gain control. Coming up on the halfway mark of the first period. Shots even at 5 as it's played into the zone by Stelgis for Maple Grove. Back behind the net. Jocelyn Mumm feeds the left corner. Now along the wall, it's picked up there by Brown, goes down, and Stelgis goes after it, plays it back down to the corner, and Clough will take it behind the net. Up the far side is a big collision there as Lauren Stensley hits Grace Berg. The 16s have a head-on collision there. The puck comes to the near side, and here's Madison Brown. Up the near wing, Brown will dump it in and head for the bench, and Andover is making a change. Getting behind the net is Tim, and feeds Retram in the near corner. Puck runs up the wall. Retram tries again, held in there by Jocelyn Mumm. Played down behind the goal, Peyton Hemp there. And Hemp feeds the circle. There's a shot, and Casibo, watch that one go wide of the net as Brown had another opportunity. Now out to center, and it's swept off the stick there of Lauren Stensley, Maple Grove's leading goal scorer with 12 on the season. It comes back into the right corner, and Johnson will chase it behind the net. Now the Huskies come out, 7:41 to go in the first period. Johnson gets to the red line, shoots it in, and heads for the bench as Maple Grove will finish a change. Set up behind the net and cleared up the near wall. And here's Kraus along the boards, can't get it past Retram. And now Retram tried to come to the slot with it and still whacking away at it. The puck runs rink wide to the far side, played behind the net there by Peyton Hemp. And in the left corner, Andover picks it up, and it comes out to center. And it's picked up there by Oakland back in the Maple Grove zone. Tried to go up the wall and did to Retram, who makes the turn. It's 3 against 4. Retram now heads over the line to the far side. Poke checked away at the line by Madeline Jurgensen, 22 for the Huskies. Now banked off the boards by Oakland and back into the Andover zone as it was tipped ahead by Tristana Tater. Goes behind the net. And it's picked up there by Clough, having trouble there. Tater steals it, puts it in the slot. Retram fires, loose rebound, they score! And Maple Grove has tied the game at the 10-12 mark of the period, and it is the freshman, Bella Shipley, scoring for Maple Grove. Shipley, 4th goal of the season on a rebound, and it comes at 10-12 of the opening period, and we are level at 1-1. Just the 3rd goal of the season allowed by the Huskies. 1-1. Retram and Tater getting assists on the goal at 10-12. And now the Huskies come back in, a bouncing puck up the slot, picked up and now fed to the near side. And here comes Rice down the near wing. Rice shoots it into the Andover zone. It's played around to the far boards, picked up there by Olsen in the corner. Shots are 7-5 Maple Grove here in the opening period. These teams met earlier in the season. It was a 7-0 win for Andover, and I'm sure that is a loss that sticks in the craw of Hilly Crandall and her team. And they are playing Andover head up so far. 6 minutes and 5 seconds to play in the period. A centering pass from Ella Olsen. And now the Crimson play it to the right side. Here's Tim feeding it back down to the circle. Now picked up there by Taylor Holm behind the net for Rice. Comes in front. Rice fires, and it goes over the top. I don't think the goaltender had a good idea where that was. Here's Tim putting a shot on goal. Rebound comes off the goaltender Stagman. It's picked up there by Kaylin Mumm in the corner, and Andover will start up with 5:40 to play. in the opening period. Now this is Sarah Kaiser shooting it into the zone and going after it. There is Caitlin Lysing with her, and now they go to the boards. It's dug out, 5:24 left in the opening period, and they'll scrap for it along the near wall. Now dug out by Madison Brown, centering pass, and that comes to nothing. Now it's picked up by Stelgis along the boards, and she's tied up, plays it to center past Stensley. Maple Grove finishing a change, and here comes Fields over the line. Allie Fields takes it deep, steered around behind the net by Tim. Now comes out the far side and leaves it for Brown in the corner. Brown tied up by Stelgis, plays it around behind the net for Hemp as the number one line for Andover is on and looking for an opportunity. Puck comes to the near boards, and that's Berger feeding the circle. Clough down behind, and that's going to be turned back by Caitlin Lysing and runs around to the far side. Tim is in a race for it there. Tim plays it ahead, but not out. It's held in there by Berger, rather. And now a nice play there defensively by Courtney Lysing to spoil her aim, and now here comes Maple Grove back. Stensley over the line. Stensley takes it wide, plays it around behind the net, and chasing after it there, Courtney Lysing on the wall. Tried to sweep it in front, no one home, and the Huskies pick it up. Now it's going to come back into the Maple Grove zone, and after it is Getch, who will take it behind the net. 4:15 left in the period, an outlet pass blocked, but it's going to be picked up and now played ahead to Stensley, who will play it towards the goal from the blue line. Save made by Stagman. And off to the boards, it's played behind the net by Stelgis. Now in the left corner, the Huskies will clear it. It's on the wrong side of Annika Johnson. It goes the length of the ice. It's icing on Andover with 3:54 left in the first period. Maple Grove has outshot Andover 8-5 in the opening session, and we are tied at 1. Andover coming into this game, despite its record and gaudy stats, does not have the number one QRF in the state. In Double-A, that honor belongs to Edina, which is also undefeated at 10-0. And they have a win over third-ranked Hill Murray, the only loss the Pioneers have had this season. So it's crowded at the top, that's for sure, but it should be an interesting tournament if we get that far, and everyone hopes we do, of course, in this COVID era. Now it's played ahead, and Jocelyn Mumm lost out to Tater at center ice, and over the line comes Tater, angling to the left. Tater gets to the circle, works, fires, and it goes off the defense and over the top of the net with 3.5 minutes left in the first period. It's played out to center, and here's a race for it. It's going to go all the way down the ice. No icing as it was touched by the defender on that side, and Tyra Turner steps past Johnson, comes around behind the goal, and Jurgensen in the corner. Works against Tater, now feeds it around to the far side. Johnson gets there first, and it's in skates now, picked up there by Gettle. Now to the right side of the net, a centering pass by Turner is picked off, and off to the corner it goes, and Retrum plays it ahead. Bounces out, and here's Tater with Shipley on the with Shipley on the left over the line. Tater hits the slot, fires, and it's deflected behind the net. Comes to the near side boards, and crashing in there is Oakland along the half wall trying to hold it in. Retrum rotates back to hold the point, and the puck is picked up and banked off the wall to center. Here comes Andover back. Turner shooting it in, heads for the bench, ran into Tater, and now heads for the bench to finish a change. And the Crimson play it ahead, and over the line comes Stensley. Comes to the corner. Stensley banks it, and it goes back into the left corner of the Andover zone. Played up the wall. Tim pinching in to help out there. Puck comes out, and it's picked up by Clough. Here comes Andover back. A pass to center, and here is Berger over the line. Got around. A player goes right in and fires, and a save made by Casibo. Oakland couldn't hold her there. And the sophomore made a nice play. A centering pass again by Berger. Comes all the way through to the far boards. And here's Hemp along the wall. Berger shoots. Casibo saves. Rebound. It's underneath. No, it isn't. It went back behind the net with exactly 2 minutes to go. I thought it was under the goaltender's pads. Turns out that was not the case. And now it comes out to center. Stelgis trying to keep her balance and plays it forward into the zone. And now out to center it comes. And here's Kraus over the Maple Grove line. Kraus, good pass to the right. Shot. Casibo had it red. And Hemp is denied from about 30 feet out with 1:43 left in the first period and a 1-1 tie. Face-off coming up to the left of Brooke Casibo. Maple Grove wins the face-off. It's played around to the near side. Shipley, their goal scorer, can't get there. Comes to the near corner, a centering pass intended for Brown. Goes off a skate, and it comes all the way back. And that's going to be icing on Maple Grove. 1:28 to go in the opening period. Andover's had 4 games this year where they have scored 10 or more goals. Their high is 14 in their last game against Armstrong Cooper. They led 10-0 after 2 in that game. A clean face-off win there, and here's a shot deflected before it gets to Casebo from Jocelyn Mumm. Now Tater will flip the puck on the backhand of the wall, can't get it out, and now Brown goes after it. Long reach there for Caitlin Leising, took it off her stick. Behind the net, Tater back checking here. Lost possession though, and now it runs to the corner. Tater will poke it ahead. It's cleared towards the wall, but not out. Here's a shot. Casebo with a glove save on Jocelyn Mumm, and a face-off coming up with 1 minute and 1 second to play in the opening period. Now Maple Grove has come out very strongly. They had some great chances in the early going, and they have scored a goal here to get the game tied up. As we're just a minute away from the break. From the face-off, we're in the last minute of play. Puck comes to the left boards, and hustling after it, there's Courtney Leising. Can't get it out, but the Crimson will play it around on the near side. Stensley plays it on out to center, and Andover will regroup. Josie Hemp over the line. Oakland chasing after it. Tim will get there first. And now Tim falls. Oh, going back behind the net. Stell just digs it out. Centering pass tipped by Stensley. Follow-up shot goes wide by Jurgensen. And it's banked off the wall with 27 seconds to go in the period. They try to bring it in front, and it's picked off. And Leising is brought down. There's going to be a penalty here to Andover in the last 20 seconds of the period. We have a slash coming up, and it's going to put Maple Grove on the power play. Heading to the penalty box for Andover is Tyra Turner. Time of the penalty is 16 minutes and 41 seconds. Maple Grove's power play, 3 for 35 this year. That's 8%. Andover's penalty kill is 30 out of 32. Comes to the wall, and Tater plays it, trying to get to the point, and it goes over the boards and out of play. The goal by Shipley, by the way, is the first even strength goal that Andover has allowed this season. So the Crimson ready to play tonight. 12 seconds to go in the period. Face off to the right of Stagman. Comes to the left point, chip to the wall. Now Tater will play it around behind the net with 5 seconds to go. It's cleared past Stensley on the near side. Tim holds the zone at the right point, and they're going to run out of time. And that's the end of the first period. Our score after 1, Andover 1, Maple Grove 1. Shots in the first period favored the Huskies by a margin of 9-8, but they are killing a penalty for the first 1:42 of the second period. 1-1 after 1. A good one here from the Premier Bank rink at Maple Grove Community Center here tonight on the Youth Hockey Hub. Welcome back to Premier Bank Rink here at the Maple Grove Community Center. Jeff Pappas with you with the call tonight as top-ranked Andover and 7th-ranked Maple Grove tied at 1 after the first period of play. Brown for Andover and Shipley for the Crimson. Maple Grove has a power play as the second period starts of 1:42. That's the time remaining in the penalty on Tyra Turner. Teams change ends and will attack towards their benches. So we'll mean Andover will work left to right as we call the period for you. We are ready to go. Crimson have to get a fifth skater out there. They are entitled to that. As the referee drops the puck, or the assistant rather, and now it's played ahead. Stensley at the neutral ice area, plays it into the zone, and it comes right back out. Stensley trying to get in and does. Stensley comes to the far boards, puts on the brakes, drops it back to Tim. Works towards the high slot, back to Stensley in the circle, shoots, saving a big rebound by Stagman. Comes out to the left point. Now here is Tim feeding it over. Then Getch back up the slot to Tim, into the middle for Tater. Shoots, saves Stagman, rebound is right to Tim at the left point. Maple Grove getting zone time here as Getch will bank it off the wall for Stensley along the boards. Stensley drops it back. Getch over to Tim. Flattens, thought about it, now tried to feed the circle, and it was tipped on its way to Stell just by Hemp. And the puck comes around to the near side boards, and it's picked up there by Josie Hemp and clears it, and it's going to get over the glass and into the stands on the near side here. We're going to face off. 41 seconds remaining in the power play, 15:59 to go in period 2, and a 1-1 tie here for the Maple Grove Community Center. Stelgis will hang on for this power play faceoff. And it's pulled past Tim and comes all the way back into the Maple Grove zone. And Casebo feeds the circle. Time for one more power play rush here. Half a minute to go. Here's Tater. Will hit the blue line. Tater had it run off her stick and has to go back to the corner. Now Tater will pick it up along the wall there and try to feed the point, and does. It's picked up there by Annika Johnson. Back to the circle, and then Johnson reaches for it and can't get it. It's going to come back out to center, and Getch will chase it down as the power play will come to an end. Andover will killed off 31 out of 33 this season, and they are back at full strength. Here is the puck to Gettle up the near side. It hopped her stick, and it's icing on Andover. 1 minute 48 seconds into period number 2. Andover's next games coming up are at home against Blaine. It's a team that has beaten Maple Grove twice by 1-0 scores, and then they are at home against Moorhead on March the 5th. Now the Huskies play it out to center, and here's Hemp playing it into the Maple Grove zone. Going after it there is Caitlin Leising behind the goal. Gets it back on a return pass, and the nets come off as Tia Rice got in a collision there with Hemp, and that will stop play. Maple Grove's next game's coming up. Osseo Park Center. Team they beat 4-2 the first time around, and then against Rogers, a team they beat 6-1 a couple of weeks ago. So now play runs into the Maple Grove zone, and it's backhanded ahead by Kraus. Now into the corner. Cleared back to Johnson. Ringing around behind on the near side, looking there for Caitlin Leising in the corner. Now Retram plays it out, and here's Shipley shooting it in from center and chasing after it. Going after it in the corner there is Hallie Fields, number 6 for the Huskies, and now comes out the left side. Pass to the left wing is on the tape, and over the line they come. Here's Hemp into the circle, forced wide, shoots, and no problem for Casebo. This not much of an angle to shoot at there, and Casebo's glove was true, and we'll get a face-off in the Maple Grove zone. Now up to 2:41 gone here in period number 2. Andover, with a goal by Shipley, had a string of 5 straight shutouts broken. The last time they had allowed a goal prior to tonight was February 2nd. And the puck is played for Rice down the far boards. Going after it there is Mumm in the left corner. And now cleared around behind on the near side. Here is Grace Berg going after it. It's going to be held in there. And here is Holm feeding the near circle. Put towards the net, puck loose. And Ella Olson after it. Drops it back to Getch. Quickly over to the right side. Oakland shooting. That doesn't get through. And Getch will hold the zone, feeding it back to the far boards. It hops the stick there of Holm. And now it's 1 against 2 there as Rice goes in against Sarah Kaiser along the boards, and it's in skates along the wall, and it's held there by Olson. Now finally Andover clears to the near side, and here's Berg shooting it in rink wide. Andover is getting a change. Cleared around on the near side. Banked off the boards, and Olson plays it forward. Getch will swat it ahead for Rice at neutral. That didn't quite work out, and now Jurgensen will play it back in for Andover. Oakland behind the goal for the Crimson. Feeds the far wall, and Getch is after it there. And takes her opposite number, Jurgensen, in against the boards. Now it's played to the slot area, and a shot from the point, and Casibo turns that one away from Kaylin Mumm. Now cleared back to Mumm at the left point, takes a shot, and again Casibo with a stick on the ice makes the sure save. Now it's flipped to center ice, chasing after it. Kaylin Mumm there, along with Taylor Holm, who's had kind of a long shift. Now they'll change lines, will Maple Grove. And it's played back into the Andover zone, cleared up the near boards, and here's Tyra Turner losing out of the blue line. Now it's rink wide across, and Kaylin Mumm after it for Andover. Takes a bump there from Courtney Leising and played into the Maple Grove zone. Now back past Kaylin Mumm and all the way back into the left corner of the Andover zone. We're coming up on 5 minutes gone in the second period. Puck comes to the near wall and now out to center, and here comes Hemp down the near wing. Hemp watched there by Tim. Centering pass comes up the slot. Rink wide to the near side, and Clough takes a shot, and that was, I think, stopped by the goaltender. Now there is definitely saved by the goaltender as Kraus was open in front, and Casibo made a pad save off to the near wall. A centering pass is tipped in front, and now here comes Maple Grove back. This is Stensley carrying it over the line, cuts to the slot. Stensley going in, tries a backhand shot, and a follow-up winds up on the tape of Stagman, who left it in front of the net and went right off the goaltender's stick and just stayed there. Now cleared back to neutral ice. Stensley on the turn at neutral, can't play it forward. Coming up to help, though, is Getch, feeding over to the near side. Johnson lost it in the center circle, and they'll swat away at it there. Picked up by Hemp and played into the Maple Grove zone. Fed to the left corner, 11:03 to go in the second period. Johnson behind the net for Maple Grove. Feeds to the left wall, held in there, and played back behind the net by Hemp. Now they'll try to carry it out. Maple Grove will to the near side. It's played past Rettrum and out to center. Now Andover will shoot it back in, and it rings the boards behind Casibo's goal to Getch in the near corner. Getch ahead now, and it's Rettrum playing it out to center, and Stensley nearly had it. She had a breakaway in the first period and was denied by Courtney Stagman. Puck out to center. Rettrum trying to disrupt there, and it's swatted back deep into the Maple Grove zone. Getch plays it ahead, but not out. Held in there by Jocelyn Mumm. Finally, it does come out to center, and Fields on the turn for Andover plays it in. Now behind the net, comes to the near wall, and it's chipped off the boards and out to center. Rettrum lost her stick trying to play it past Kaylin Mumm, and it comes all the way back. We have 7 minutes gone in just a few seconds here in the second period as the puck comes out to center, and here comes Kaiser down the near wing. Sarah Kaiser, poke checked off her stick there by Shipley. And now back comes Maple Grove into the attack. Rettrum to center. Over the line, Rettrum left the drop pass. Tater centers it. It's a bouncing puck. It comes right through to the goaltender. And Stagman quickly put a glove on it and got a stoppage. 9:49 left in period number 2. 1-1 the score. Shots are even at 12. And it's been a good one so far. Tater on the face-off for Maple Grove. Drawing against Jurgensen. The puck is down, and it's cleared behind the net. Andover, Kalen Mumm lost possession there, and Shipley tried to center it and missed the attempt, and now it's cleared to center, and here comes Andover. Over the line they come. In front, and it goes past Tyra Turner to the near boards. Andover quick in transition, and good passing team. Well, the passes are there. They're on the tape. They're easy to handle. Some good skill, very good skill out there. 7 D1 players and probably some of the underclass who will probably become D1 players over the next couple of years. Now it's cleared down to the near corner. And there's a centering pass that goes off a stick and floats through to the far side. Clough crashing in, centers it, backhanded shot. Casibo saves, rebound is loose at the right edge, and it's steered behind the net. Jurgensen after it. Shipley to the boards, can't control, but here comes Maple Grove back, and it's Tater on the fly. 2-on-2 over the line. Here's Rice closing in, tried to return it back down for Tater, and they don't get a shot. Now comes to the near side boards, and Andover plays it out to center. It's backhanded in by Gettle, heads for the benches. Andover changes. Now it's picked up by Tia Rice along the near boards, and she will shoot it in as Maple Grove will establish possession here. Rice heads for the bench, but carrying on is Stensley high on the slot, takes a shot that sails high and wide. Now picked up by Courtney Lysing. Loose to the wall. We're past the halfway mark in the second period, and over the line comes Andover. This is Kraus closing. And it went off the tape there. Tried to set up Hemp and in deep. And Hemp was not able to control it. One of those instances we haven't seen many of where Andover hasn't taken a pass cleanly, and there probably would have resulted in a goal if she could have. But now here comes Stelgis to center, and back comes Maple Grove 3 against 3. Stelgis plays it in. Now comes to the near side wall. Courtney Lysing in the corner, trying to feed the point. Does. Tim shoots. Ooh, narrowly missing a tip was Shipley there. It came right on to Stagman, and we get a stoppage. Maple Grove staying right with Andover, and just a lot of skill out here tonight. It's fun to watch. Shots remain even at 13. Lauren Stensley, number 16, will be teammates next year with Clough and Jurgensen of Andover. They're all headed to St. Thomas as the Tommies start life in Division I. Now the puck played out to center, and it's Getch backhanding it, and it turns right back into the zone. Oakland goes after it in the right corner for Maple Grove. Now a pass to the left and a good one for Tater. Over the line, Tater cuts to the slot, shoots, missed the net, and the rebound picked up by Rice, centers it, and that does go off the defense. Puck runs towards the blue line, and out they come. Here's Andover's Gettle over the line. Shoots, Casibo with a blocker pad save off to the right boards. After it there is Turner, and the puck comes to the left point, held in there by Jocelyn Mumm. And now Shipley at the blue line tries to tip it out and does. Comes to center, and now here comes Rettrum over the line. Rettrum tried a toe drag, carrying on is Tater, and now a backhand centering pass and a chance. Oh, a good save there by Stagman. And that was a super opportunity for Taylor Holm. And good save by Courtney Stagman. Face-off coming up in the Andover zone with 6:52 left. In the second period, we remain tied at 1. We have a penalty on Andover that's been assessed here. It's Gettle getting a penalty. Time of the penalty is 9:08, and Maple Grove goes on the power play for the second time in the game. And they put up a double minor. And they're going to explain this to the Andover bench and to Melissa Wolf. Maple Grove with an opportunity here. They have a 4-minute advantage, and frankly did not see it. I was watching the puck in front of the net. The penalty happened away from the play, so we'll wait for the PA announcer's explanation as to what was called here. But in the meantime, Maple Grove will go on the power play. Maple Grove wins the, here we go. Oh boy, interference and unsportsmanlike. So it will be 5-on-4 for 3.5 minutes now as Maple Grove plays it in, cleared around behind to the near side. It's Getch on the wall. Now Stell just goes around behind the net. Stensley. Tater, top of the left circle as the goalie looks at it. Back to Stensley. Here's Tim. Stensley working in, has a lane and missed the net. Puck comes to the near side, and it's going to be picked up there by Getch. Tim, and it's stolen away and cleared all the way down the ice by Andover's Gabby Kraus. Tim, and that's tipped. Bouncing puck at center, and it's into the zone. A penalty coming on Maple Grove. Tater is going to go here, probably for a body check against Peyton Hemp. And we will wait for Maple Grove to play the puck. And they come out of the corner, and that was a nice effort there by Hemp. Tried to go short side against the goaltender Casibo. Now the puck is touched and the penalty is called, and Tristana Tater will head to the penalty box. 5:33 remaining. In the period. Time of the penalty is 11 minutes, 27 seconds. We'll have 4-on-4 for 1:58, and then a quick power play for Andover before the period is over, barring any further infractions. Now the puck comes to the right point. Here's a shot that sails over Casibo's goal, taken there by Kaylin Mumm. And we'll see how Andover is 4-on-4. Here's a shot by Madeline Jurgensen and a save made by Casibo. Face-off coming up in the Maple Grove zone. 5:07 left in the period. 1:35 left in the 4-on-4. And then 40 seconds of power play for Andover upcoming. Played into the left corner. That's Hemp. 36 points this season on 13 goals and 23 assists. Played behind the net. And now here's Annika Johnson along the right boards. Can't get out. Now left it. And Stensley will come over the line. Tried to split the defense and just failed to bring the puck with. Now along the boards, it's picked up by Hemp, and they come out to center. Hemp's pass to the right is behind Kraus. It's going to be offside. She has to tag up. And the Crimson are able to clear the puck out to center ice. And it's going to go over the boards and into the Andover bench for a face-off with 4:26 left in the period. 53 seconds left in the 4-on-4. (1-1). Brown for Andover, Shipley for Maple Grove, and that's been it so far. Cleared back into the right corner of the Maple Grove zone. Oakland tries the short way, picked off by Hemp. Centering pass from deep will come up the slot, picked up there, and a shot by Clough was whistled just wide. Now a centering pass is stolen away, and here's Taylor Holm back for Maple Grove at center ice. Holm over the line to the right, puts on the brakes on the wall, looking for help, drops to the right point. It's held by Getch there. Now a cross ice pass to the near circle for Oakland, comes off the tape, picks it up in the high slot, and now feeds an open side. And it's picked up there by Rettrum in the near corner. Under 4 minutes to play in the period. Rettrum tried to drop it back to the point. Now behind the net, Holm goes after it for Maple Grove and has it in the corner. Drops it back to Getch. Oakland closing, shooting. Save made by Stagman. Saw that one all the way through, and here's Clough in the near corner for Andover. They are now on the power play for 40 seconds. Andover's power play is 38% on the year, 8 for 21. Maple Grove's penalty kill, 97%. They've killed off 32 of 33 this year. And now it's played on into the zone by Kraus. But this is a short power play for Andover. But behind the net, Hemp has it, and they're dangerous whenever they have the puck. Centering pass is stolen away by Tristana Tater, fresh out of the penalty box. Tater now comes out and played into the Andover zone. And everybody's at full strength now. Now it's cleared up the near boards and out to center. Picked up there by Tim. Goes the short way to Tater. 2:43 to go in the period. Played across to the right boards. And Getch after it. Tries the near side. And now here comes Andover over the line. Tyra Turner shoots and a blocker pad save there by Casibo. Off to the far boards. Picking it up there is Kaiser. Goes beside the net, tried to sweep it in front. Goaltender had to stick on the ice and block the centering pass. Now picked up by Stelgis. Remaining in the second period. And an Andover player, Hemp falling, Josie Hemp in the slot. Here's a shot, save, rebound for Rice, and a save by Stagman. The first shot from Johnson, and Stagman made a good stop. And then got over to the post and blocked the rebound chance by Tia Rice, and will get a face-off in the Andover zone with 1:50 to go. I realized just now I had the power play messed up. It was not an Andover power play. It was a continuation of the power play from Maple Grove. So Andover does not have a power play opportunity tonight as yet. Shot from the face-off is right on, and a save by Stagman. Off to the boards on the far side. I beg your pardon for that. And now the puck comes around to the near wall. And there is a hard shoulder contact there. Here is a shot right on, save made, rebound. Tater had a swipe at it as Stensley made her bid from about 40 feet out in the slot. Less than 90 seconds to go in the period. And now Clough in the left corner can't get there as Stensley tries to control it with skate to stick and does. Feeds it down. Tater looking to center it. Stensley plays it down with the glove and then not able to control the bouncing puck for a shot. Now cleared down, and here's Tater going after it. She is battling there with Kaylin Mumm behind the net. Comes to the left point. Getch swings it over to the right side. Here's a shot by Lysing. It's blocked, top of the circle. Lysing over to the near side, and a chance, a deflection in front, and it goes over the top. And a chance there for Courtney Lysing at a great tip. Last minute of play in the period, and the pass comes astray, and Maple Grove has to clear the zone. But boy, they were putting on some major pressure against that Husky defense, and they bent, but they didn't break. Here's Stensley feeding the right, and that's intercepted by Mumm. And Kaylin Mumm plays it in. Andover gets a change that, frankly, they can use at this point. Now behind the net, Mumm looks to center it. Here's a shot, a save, Casibo, and the rebound is steered away. Retram to the near boards, and a nice play by Getch there, calmly clearing the puck to safety. 20 seconds to go. They come out of the corner. Here's a shot, and a save by Casibo. Rebound, follow-up, and that shot over the top. Oh my, end-to-end stuff here as Sarah Kaiser just missed. 10 seconds to go in the period. Shot hits the outside of the net. Centering pass comes right between the defenders and all the way back into the Andover zone, and that's where we end our second period of play. Deadlocked at 1. Fun stuff. Maple Grove with 12 shots in the second period for a two-period total of 20. Andover with 9, a two-period total of 18. No scoring in the second period, and we will head to the third in a 1-1 deadlock. Good one for you tonight here on the Youth Hockey Hub. Back at the Premier Bank rink here at Maple Grove Community Center, we have a real good hockey game here. 1-1. Top-ranked Andover and 7th-ranked Maple Grove. Goals in the first period. Madison Brown, her 11th for Andover, and Bella Shipley, her 4th for Maple Grove. 3 penalties for 6 minutes for the Huskies, 1 for 2 minutes for the Crimson.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the next, the visiting Andover Huskies.
Maple Grove trying to avenge a 7-0 loss against the Huskies on January the 29th at Andover. Andover has only played 1 game this season that has not finished in running time. And that was their 5-1 win over Elk River Zimmerman on the road. And that was also the last time they had allowed a goal on February the 2nd. So 1-1. So we go to the third, and Maple Grove playing very well. They've certainly had their moments, and they are ready to leave it all on the ice here in the third period. Teams go back to their regular structure, and Maple Grove will attack from left to right. Teams change ends again. And let's see who comes out on top here. Should be a fun third period here from Maple Grove. Tater will face off against Berger. Senior against sophomore. And the senior won the draw, but Andover gets the puck as we start the third period. Played a neutral ice. It's tipped into the Maple Grove zone, and Casebo steers it off to the left boards. Retram along the wall, plays it ahead but not out. Now it's stolen away, and here's Stelgis. Check that, Shipley going in on goal. Shipley pulled down from behind. Is going to be a penalty here on Andover. And Maple Grove will go on the power play. It's a trip, 27 seconds into the third period. And the time of the penalty, 27 seconds. Josie Hemp is adjudged to be guilty. 4th power play for Maple Grove. And from the face-off, it's cleared between the defenders and all the way back into their zone. Maple Grove 0 for 3 on the power play so far. They've had good zone time, though. And see if they can come up with something here on this power play. Andover has scored 3 shorthanded goals this season already. Here comes Stelgis over the line, leaves it, and now Stensley back to Stelgis. We'll go around behind the net to the near side. Oakland, Getch, Stensley, back to Getch. Got down into the circle. Now back to Getch at the right point. Over Tim, Getch. And a steal, and here's a breakaway. It's Peyton Hemp going in on goal. Hemp fires, and Casebo makes the save. Now it's in the net. Casebo backed over the goal line with the puck underneath her. It's a shorthanded goal for Hemp. And the Huskies go on top 2-1. Unassisted goal for Hemp. That's the 14th goal of the season for Peyton Hemp, and it comes at 1 minute and 26 seconds. Shorthanded goal. And Andover has the lead 2-1. Now play at the right of the Andover goal. It's picked up and cleared, and it goes past Getch and back into the Maple Grove zone deep. Getch lets Retram take it. 40 seconds in the power play, and here comes Stella Retram back. Maple Grove behind for the second time in the game. Played in deep. behind the net. It's picked up and cleared, but only as far as Caitlin Leising, and she can't hold it in. Comes out to center, and here comes Jurgensen over the line. Jurgensen closes, shoots, and hits the post. Rebound, and Casebo comes across. And a penalty is coming here as Gettle not able to reach the rebound, and now the penalty will come on Maple Grove, and we have an interference call with 2:12 gone in the third period. And heading to the penalty box is Stella Retram. Now we have a power play coming up in 16 seconds for Andover. That will be their first power play. 4 aside for about 10 seconds now. Here is Clough feeding the far circle, and that is taken off her stick and swept away and all the way back into the Andover zone. And icing is called. We're going to face off back in the Maple Grove zone. They were shorthanded when the puck crossed the line, but not when they shot it. So an icing face-off. Andover's power play, as we mentioned, 38%, 8 for 21. Maple Grove's penalty kill, 32 for 33 on this season. Now centering pass, and it comes right on to Casebo as Ella Berger had an opportunity at the right edge. Face-off coming up in the Maple Grove zone. Shots are 21-20. Favor of Andover, and they win the face-off. Here's Clough shooting, and that's off the defense and wide. Heading in for it is Gettle along the boards, plays it behind the net. A centering pass, and that went off Oakland, who I don't think was aware of it. Now it comes up the slot, fed to the far circle, and Gettle goes after it there. Played around behind the net, centered, comes up the slot, one-time shot, and it goes wide of the goal, comes in front. And a good opportunity for Andover there as Clough's original shot wound up in front. Here comes Stensley over the line. Stensley in deep and is ridden off. But there to help out, Stelgis. 48 seconds in the power play, and the puck comes behind the net. Clough heading to St. Thomas next year, as we mentioned. Comes in over the line. Clough then lost it, trying to play it by Stensley. And behind the net, Lauren Stensley picks the opening and clears it all the way down the ice. 28 seconds of Andover power play. Huskies lead 2-1 here in the third period. Cleared up the near boards, and this is Jurgensen. A wide pass is latched onto over the Maple Grove line. Swept to the wall, and Tater will backhand it all the way back. 10 seconds in the power play. And now Holm is in deep for Maple Grove on the forecheck, but Josie Hemp turns away from her, and now here comes Jurgensen back over the Maple Grove line as the power play expires. Maple Grove has killed it off. They're back at full strength. Tim behind the net puts his Jurgensen in against the wall. They lose possession. Here's a shot, and it's Brown taking it. And Casebo against the right post made the save. Here comes Tater back for Maple Grove. Tater through a screen, tries to get it to the net, and then falls as she tried to play it through the skates of Josie Hemp. Now here comes Andover back. And they will play it ahead and shoot it in from center ice through Brown. And now it comes all the way back into the Maple Grove zone as Andover gets a change. Fed around on the near side. Annika Johnson wasn't looking for it, and he has to chase it to the near corner boards. And now here's a shot looped towards the net, and Casebo will make the save before Berger can get there. And a face-off in the Maple Grove zone. 12:07 left in the third period, a 2-1 game. Maple Grove does not have a shot yet here in the third period. Andover has 5, including the shorthanded goal by Hemp that has snapped this tie. Comes to the left point, and here's Peyton Hemp playing it down behind the net. Check that was Fields. Now off to the boards on the left side, and Maple Grove controls in the corner. Getch back behind the net, and that's Caitlin Leising playing it ahead. And then it comes right back into their zone, and Leising goes back for it. Pass to the left at center, and unable to control it there is Courtney Leising. Now played back into the Maple Grove zone. Caitlin will bank it off the wall, too far for Stelgis, and it's turned back there by Hallie Fields. Now loose at neutral ice, and Stelgis tries to swat it into the zone and is unable to do so as the Huskies get possession. It's cleared up the near boards, and this is Kraus. Rink widening it, and it comes into the Maple Grove zone. Getch goes after it there along with Berg, and Getch knocked it back to the corner on the near side, and it's going to come all the way around on the boards to the near wall, and Maple Grove will play it ahead. Stelgis from her own side of center takes the icing to get a stoppage with 11:08 to go in period number 3. And a face-off coming up to the right of Brooke Casibo in the Maple Grove goal. Referee wants the players outside the circle on that side. Tim goes behind the net, leaves it in the corner, and then waits and gets the return pass from Caitlin Leising. And now Maple Grove will play it ahead. Here's Rettram. Tries to backhand one for Tater and couldn't get it to her. The puck came right back to her, though, and it's shot on in by Tim. Andover returning through neutral ice. Puck loose, and the two Maple Grove players, Tater and Shipley, ran into each other. Now Shipley backhands one ahead, and here's Tristana Tater. Over the line, Tater 1 against 2, down she goes, and it comes to the left edge of the Andover goal. Loose in front, Tater with a swipe at it, and just about found a way home there. Comes to the right corner, and the Huskies will get control, and out to center they come. Madison Brown playing it forward into the Maple Grove zone. Tim will go after it. We have a whistle, and we have a high stick. Puck played with a high stick, and we're going to get a... Oh, we have a penalty, excuse me. Tater is going to be penalized for a body check. My error, and it's going to be another power play for Andover. Time of the penalty is 6 minutes and 46 seconds of the third period. Power play number 2 for Andover. Now, 10 minutes to play in the third period, and Andover again on the power play. Here they come down the near side. Clough over the line. Takes it all the way around behind the net. Leaves it. Now a centering pass and a shot. Casibo makes the save. Follow-up. Casibo stopped that one too. The first shot by Berger, the second by Brown, and it comes out to center, and here's a race for it. And now Stensley goes after it and is upended. Maple Grove fans want a penalty, and they will not get what they wish for. Let's put it that way. Behind the net, now it comes to the near side, and here comes Andover back. This is Kraus banking it ahead, and it's going to come right back into the zone. Stensley will go after it for Maple Grove. Huskies pick it up, and they clear. And it's going to come to the left of the goal. Getch on the back check there, lost it to Jurgensen. Now around behind the net to the near side for Madison Brown. 45 seconds in the power play, 8:58 left in the third. Here's a slap shot blocked by Stelgis in front, and the rebound is cleared all the way down the ice. Josie Hemp tried to wind up for the big shot, and that lets Stensley get her stick in there. 30 seconds to play in the power play, 8:44 to go now in the third. And it's cleared to neutral ice, now played on into the Maple Grove zone. It's loose in the circle, and going after it there is Turner. There's to come out of the corner. Centering pass and a point-blank shot by Jurgensen, and an answer from Casibo. 10 seconds remaining in the power play. Great opportunity there. Here's a shot that floats wide of the net. Rebound comes around behind to the near side. Casibo again on the post and makes the save. 8:16 to go. And we'll get a face-off with 2 seconds remaining in the power play to the right of the Maple Grove goal. And that does it. Centering pass, and Casibo made a save. It's cleared towards the blue line, and we get a whistle. The nets come off. And we'll get a face-off in the Maple Grove zone with 8:09 to play. Shots in the third period are 10-0 for Andover. And they hold the advantage here, 2-1 with 8:09 to play. From the draw, Jocelyn Mumm plays it to the near circle. Mum over to the right side, and here's a shot. Casebo goes after it. It's behind her. They score. Andover on a loose puck makes it 3-1 with 7:56 to play. And I'm pretty sure Gabby Kraus is going to get that goal. There was a big scramble in front of the goal, but I believe Kraus was the last one to get a stick on it. If that's the case, that'll be her 15th goal of the season, and it comes at 9:04 of the third period and gives Andover a 2-goal advantage. It is Kraus. Josie Hemp assisting on Kraus's goal, and it's 3-1, 15th of the season for Kraus, who will be a UMD Bulldog next year. The puck played into the zone by Rettrum, carrying on. Shipley closing in. Centers for Tater, who's spilled at the right edge. Loose in the slot. Fires. Rettrum with a chance, and I don't know who that went off of, but it just went wide. Might have got on goal, might not have, as it comes to center ice. And now it's picked up by Rettrum. We have a whistle, and we have another penalty coming. And Rettrum is going to go. And this is going to be the third penalty of the third period for Maple Grove. As Stella Rettrum is penalized, it comes at 9:41 of the third period. Power play number 3 for Andover. And it's in skates from the faceoff.
Minor penalties being assessed against the Crimson. Number 10 is Stella Rettrum. 2 minutes for checking.
Body checking is the penalty.
7:19 at 9:41 for the third.
And now Andover will go back forward at center ice, and it's picked up here by Josie Hemp, who assisted on their third goal over the line. And they all fall down there as Stensley, Stelgis, and Hemp all converged in the same spot at the same time, and they all fell. Jurgensen feeds the right side, and over the line come the Huskies. And Casebo, they score, and a rebound. The puck came off Casebo, and Jurgensen is there to knock it home. And Andover expands the lead to 4-1 on a goal by Madeline Jurgensen on the power play. And the time of the goal is 10 minutes and 31 seconds, just the second power play goal allowed this season by Maple Grove. And Andover is pulling away. They lead at 4-1 with 6:29 to play.
Power play Huskies goal scored by number 22, Madeline Jurgensen, assisted by number 28, Tyra Turner. Jurgensen and Turner.
Turner gets the assist on Jurgensen's 9th goal. As Andover with 6:15 to go, plays the puck ahead, and out they come. They have a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Here's Sarah Kaiser shooting, and Casebo makes a glove save, and a face-off coming up in the Maple Grove zone. So the goals in the third period, Hemp shorthanded, Peyton Hemp at 1:26, Kraus at 9:04, and Jurgensen just most recently on the power play from Tyra Turner at 10:31. And they've held Maple Grove to 1 shot on goal in the third period. 3 power plays will do that, but still, it's a good defensive effort from Andover here in the third period, and they have been excellent that way all season, as we have noted. Played past Rettrum and comes to the right point, and now flipped back into the circle to the left. They go to the boards now, and that's Caitlin Leising after it. Now Tater will pick it up for Maple Grove, cleared around to the near side boards, and after it there is Fields for Andover. Now Tater behind the goal, lost possession. It's picked up there by Kaiser. And now fed to the left boards. Rettrum goes after it, can't get it out. And now it's cleared back behind the Crimson goal. After it there, Caitlin Leising had the puck stripped. They come in front, a shot, and it's whistled over the top of the goal. And some good forecheck work there by Clough. And now cleared off the wall past Rettrum, and it's going to come back into the Andover zone. And the Huskies come out. Maple Grove is changing, and it's picked up there by Getch, cleared to the line but not out. And Holm now will drop it back, and a pass will get past her and come all the way down the ice. Maple Grove is charged with icing with 4 minutes and 59 seconds to play in a game that was 1-1 after 2 periods. Andover has scored 3 times in the third period and outshot Maple Grove 15-1 in the third session. And are trying to put the finishing touches on their 12th victory of the season. Puck clear but not out, played down by Peyton Hemp. And now Maple Grove rink wide to center ice, and going after it and falling is Holm. And Rice comes in, but Holm is offside, and we have a penalty coming here. No, we don't. It was a delayed offside coming from the official on that side. My bad, as the puck comes in over the line. A centering pass is picked off there by Olson. And down the left, rink wide pass to the near side. Jocelyn Mumm will shoot it in. Casibo sets it up behind the goal, and here is Jenna Tim. Clearing to Johnson on the right. And Johnson plays it past everybody all the way down the ice, and that'll be icing on Maple Grove with 4:14 left. So we mentioned Maple Grove's next game at Osseo Park Center on Tuesday night. And then next Friday they are here against Rogers. Scheduled to be here on that week from tonight. Face-off coming to the right. Casibo, and it goes around behind the net to the far side. And the Huskies hold the zone. Cleared around behind. Getch after it. 4 minutes left. Back around to the far side, and Andover's forecheck has been very good here in the third period. And they force another turnover, and Casibo makes a stop there. Picked up by Madison Clough in the corner behind the net. They center it, comes up the slot, and Josie Hemp will hold at the right point for the Huskies, plays it down. And going after it there is Tyra Turner. Around on the near side. Clough behind the goal. Stelgis lost out in the corner. Centering pass and a shot there by Jurgensen, and a stick save by Casibo. Jurgensen behind the net. Puck fed towards the right point, and now picked up by Clough. Flattens it, shoots. Casibo saves, rebound in front, and it's underneath the goaltender as Gettle had a swipe at it at the right edge, and Casibo had the answer for that too. Through 2 periods, Andover had 18 shots on goal. They have more than doubled their game shot total here in the third period. They have 19 shots in the third period and have scored the 3 goals, as we have mentioned. 3:06 left. Here's Rice from the faceoff. Lost it in the corner. Now Rice goes back for it and picks it up. Here comes Shipley. Pass to center, looking there for Retram, hopped her stick, and it comes back. Caitlin Leising plays it forward, and it's going to come all the way back on the Andover end. Round to the near side for Madison Brown. And that got off her stick, and Rice picks it up, shoots, and misses the net. Check, that's Tim, 24 instead of 14, off to the far boards. And now the Huskies get control there. It's picked up by Jocelyn Mumm behind the net. And they try the near side. Madison Brown couldn't get it past Retram. Tim for Tater in the circle. Takes a shot, and a save made there by Stagman. And it's the second shot of the period for Maple Grove. Andover's been just antiseptic on defense. And now the puck is played onto the goaltender, and another stoppage and another faceoff with 2:15 left. But credit Maple Grove, they've done some things that really nobody else has been able to do against Andover this season, including score at even strength. And they have 3 times the average number of shots that an Andover opponent has on goal in this game. Getch from the faceoff plays it down and hops Rice and comes behind the net to the far side. Kaylin Mumm. And it's cleared. It's going to go all the way down the ice. That'll be icing on Andover with 2 minutes and 1 second to play here in the third period. Brooke Casibo, 33 saves on 37 shots. And Courtney Stagman, who had seen only 52 shots in 6 games this season, has made 22 out of 23. Now behind the net, Rice goes after it. Loose puck comes to the near side. Stensley hustling in after it. Minute 48 to go. And it's played past Rice, and it comes around to the far side, crashing in Johnson there. Gets to the wall but can't save it, and it comes all the way back. Olson is in a race for it there and clears around on the near side with a minute 35 to play. Out to center it comes, and here's Mumm. Kaylin Mumm shooting it back in. Johnson will chase it back down in the right corner. Oh, fell, overskated, and now Andover with another turnover. They look to throw it in front, and there to break it up And play it behind the net was Getch. Now Olson backhands one ahead to center, and it's picked up by Rice. And Rice chips it in deep and goes after it as we have 1:10 to play. Rice in the corner. Now behind the net, Holm goes after it there. Centering pass hits the back of the net. And then Rice lost possession. Comes to Tim at the circle. Takes a shot. Deflected by Holm. Loose in front. A backhanded shot goes behind the net. We're in the last minute. Now Maple Grove getting possession. It comes to the left point. Lysing and a one-timer by Tim. One off the heel of the stick. And now here comes Andover back. Peyton Hemp from center shoots, and that goes off Caitlin Lysing and wide. Last change for the Huskies, and at center it's Holm for Maple Grove. Taylor Holm tries a rink-wide pass to the left that's off sticks and comes back into the Huskies zone. Jocelyn Mumm has it there. Plays it forward, and over the line they come. Here's Turner closing. Turner goes in, rounds the goaltender, but could not keep the puck. And now here comes Maple Grove back with 20 seconds to play. And we have a player shaken up with 16 seconds to go in the third period, and was slow getting up after that. It might be Turner. It's hard to tell. There's snow on the uniform, but we'll see. She's up now. And with 16 seconds to play, we'll face off in the Andover zone. And it was Tyra Turner. She is fine, thankfully, and heading back to the bench. 16 seconds to play. Face off to the right of Courtney Stagman. And Andover will win for the 12th straight time this season. Maple Grove will drop to 9-4. Here's a shot and a save made by Stagman right from the draw. And we'll get another face-off. That took 2 seconds. And again, it comes right onto the goaltender. And Stagman again makes a stop. Face-off win for the Crimson. Spin and shoot by Stensley, and the rebound cleared behind the net. And Josie Hemp in the near corner with 5 seconds to go. She'll carry it out to center, and that will do it. The Andover Huskies score 3 goals in the third period and win at Maple Grove tonight by a score of 4-1. Shots on goal in the third period. For Andover, 19, a game total of 37. For Maple Grove, 6, game total of 26. Goals in the third. Peyton Hemp gets the game winner shorthanded at 1:26. Gabby Kraus scoring at 9:04, and then Madeline Jurgensen on a power play at 10:31. And that wraps up the scoring. Andover to 12-0, Maple Grove to 9-4 on the season. That'll do it for us tonight from the Premier Bank Rink here at the Maple Grove Community Center. Jeff Pappas saying thanks so much for watching. You enjoyed